sleep tonight. Little boy, don't hide when you sleep tonight. Oh, sorry. So that's how I know Marillion. The only time I've ever seen Marillion before is because of this one-off show that they did with, it wasn't even a show, it was a one-off song that they did with Dream Theater. This was just like a piece off the 1998 Once in a Lifetime CD, which was like kind of documenting the tour with Dream Theater. And I guess they did a night of just one-off songs with different artists. So they did one with Steve Howe, they did one with Marillion, and then I think they did a cover of Battery by Metallica with Barney, I can't think of his name, but he was the singer for, or was the singer for Napalm Death. I don't know if he still is. So they did all these one-off songs, and this was the song they did with Marillion. And I remember loving the song every time I watched the CD or DVD and be like, man, I just love that delay on the guitar and the solo at the end after the solo. And then at the end when he's singing like that, it was just a really cool, like, I was like, man, I need to check these guys out. And I never did until now. And on the channel recently, with people giving all these not so popular requests, Marillion has been requested a few times and for about a month, and maybe more than a month, consistently and persistently. So I'm excited to hear what they actually sound like. My guess is, and again, this is just going off of the little that I saw in here, which was a cover song, that they're going to be more on the Yes to Genesis side of prog versus the metal side. But again, that's based off nothing that I've seen by them other than this video. So if somebody just saw Dream Theater one time on this video, they probably think Dream Theater was more on the Yes Genesis side when really they're not. They're more on the metal progressive side than they are on the melodic side sometimes. So I'll be very interested to find out what this actually sounds like, and I know they're kind of a pretty well-known name within the prog community, so this will be great. The song we're going to listen to is Neverland, and it's live. It's a live version of Neverland. So let's get to it. Here we go.
We're going to leave you with this song tonight.
Even though you love the last song, it's sad when you go to a concert and it's like, damn, it's almost over.
When the darkness takes me over, face down empty and zero.
Sounds good.
Invisible, you come to me quietly.
Sounds very Yes Genesis-like.
Stay beside me, and you whisper to me, here I am.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I wish I could see the lyrics. That bass, but don't. It's a low B, I like it. Good harmonies. And he's very expressive when he sings. Especially when he wants to go. Oh, look at this. Ooh, yes. This is very Pink Floyd-ish. I love it. lot of weight since he was in the Dream Theater video.
All these years, truth in front of my eyes.
It's a sweet bass part.
While I deny what my heart knows is right. Times like these, any fool can see, any fool can see. Your love inside me. But times like
When it's like a distant shot, he kind of looks like Edward Scissorhands. In this video, anyway. Offbeat. Do the tambourine on the offbeat. If you're gonna play the tambourine, get a little funky. Damn, this sounds good, man. It's a very distinct voice. It's kind of like, feels like it's back here in the throat, like. This is beautiful, I love it. This like reminds me of Steven Wilson vein, kind of. They should definitely team up if they haven't already. Kick it. Yep. Ooh, I love that low B. This is epic. So much emotion. Great bass parts. Volume pedal. Damn, I wish I had the lyrics, because it seems like the lyrics are saying something pretty good. I like that. Man, he's got some energy and passion when he sings. It's kind of like an actor who's acting. You can feel that they feel it. If you're ever depressed or sad, this song seems like it's just like great to listen to on repeat. Damn, so much power in the song. I like those notes on the guitar right there. Wow. Is he saying land? Never, 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 land, land, land. Is that what he's saying? Like that syncopation. Good. Call back. Lost in the song easily. Emotion for days. Hear that piano? Still a minute left. Beautiful. What can I say? It was amazing. It was good. And I can't stress enough how many times I've said on this channel, but I'm going to say it again. I love slower, melodic songs just as much as I would like a technical, progressive, amazing instrumental song. I think the best music in the world is the bands or songs that can bring those two components together, emotion and technical ability together, but it doesn't always have to be technical, or it doesn't always have to be emotional. If you can do both, it's amazing. And in this song, I would say it wasn't very technical, but that has nothing to do with whether I think it's an amazing song. This song is an amazing song, and I don't know if this is what Marillion is consistently, like if this is the kind of music. It was very Steven Wilson vein that I've heard so far, which is not really technical, but very meaningful and very melodic, very Yes Genesis side versus very Meshuggah side, right? And I love that. I think this is an amazing song. As I said, I think that if you're depressed or really emotional, this is like a go-to song to kind of wallow. Now, I don't know what the words are. I need to go back and look at the words and the meaning of the song, because I felt like there was a lot to it, but I couldn't, and I always kind of bitch about it on my channel when I listen to songs. A lot of progressives, especially more on the metal side progressive, they tend not to be practical lyrics, which I've said many times is like third or fourth on the list of importance for me. But if you can have it, it is important. It helps make the song even better. But a lot of the impractical lyrics of many progressive and heavy metal bands is not cool. Like, I wish there'd be more practical stuff. And it seems like this song would be more practical, some of the things he's talking about, but I couldn't really understand them. Which is, after listening to him now, this is the second time I've heard him sing, because I heard him in the Once in a Lifetime song. He's not very, what's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't pronunciate. His intonation and pronunciation is very hard to understand. It's kind of like Dave Matthews. Now, he's not as bad as Dave Matthews. I can understand him a lot better than Dave Matthews. But Dave Matthews, when he sings, you're like, what the hell is he... Even if you know the song, and you know the words to the song, you would never know that's what he actually said in the song with Dave Matthews stuff. So, him, it was really kind of... He doesn't, like, really form his vowels that much. An example of someone who does form their vowels so well and so precise and still sings well is in a completely different genre is Leah Salonga.
guide me. All alone, I walk with him till morning.
And I'll, I'll put a link up here, or actually, I'll put a link up here to her singing Les Mis, and when her intonation and the way she shapes her vowels and consonants is very, very clear. He's not as clear, so it's kind of hard to hear what he's saying, but I don't think that that's that big of a deal. This song was amazingly well done, very emotional, very deep. I love stuff like this, so this definitely makes me want to hear more by them. So, Marillion fans, you did a good job. Tell me some more stuff that you think would be good for me to listen to, because if it's like this, I'm definitely going to like it. Alright, so as always, like and subscribe. Opeth is coming next.